Welcome, everybody. This is the 21 days course. And Linda, is there something special about today's class?
There is.
What is it?
It's our 100th program.
Amazing. This is number 100. We started in March of this year, and we're so glad that you have stayed with us.
We celebrate all of you for coming on this amazing journey with us. And we're so fulfilled that to see the progress you've made and how far you've come. So we want to celebrate. We're going to have a bit of fireworks right now. So let's see that. All right, that's the best we can do on online, but hopefully it was sufficiently celebratory, and we really are so excited that we've come this far, and we rejoice in knowing all of you and seeing how much you've grown, as I said. So thank you all for being part of this very special online community with us, and for sticking with it and for keeping going. We're not done yet. So this evening, we have a beautiful program, and I want to introduce our presenter for today is Gisela De Vecha. Hi, Gisela.
Hi, Linda. Thank you for having me here. It's always so nice to meditate with all of you.
All right, go ahead, and we'll be back later.
Sounds good. All right, so the topic we have for today is about our attention on our spirit. How can we manage to keep our attention inside? And I think we've, throughout the time we are meditating together, this is always one thing, like what is our spirit and our attention? And I think to me, the way I feel is like, the world just expects so much of us, and it draws our attention to all these different places, whether it's at work or it's at home or it's just online. It's like our attention is always going outside, and that is so hard for us if we want to keep ourselves centered. And so that's a challenge we all have. But I do feel like when we have this desire to have this inner attention, our being aware that, my attention is going in too many places and now I need to be inside, give ourselves that time to meditate, that space to meditate, all of that really helps to bring attention within. So we can start doing our foot soak, and I hope everybody has everything ready. We can start by let's start by raising our Kundalini and taking Bandhan. And as always, just this gesture is another way that we have to bring that attention inside, bring attention to our Kundalini, and just the steps, the Bandhan, the protection, all of this these are techniques that we use to help bring attention inside. So let's do that right now. We can vibrate the water that we're gonna do the foot soak, so we can give a bandha, do some circle around with our hands like this, and ask for the deity that is related to the ocean to please come and vibrate this water. And we can now put our feet in the water. Keep our hands open upwards on our lap. We will take a few deep breaths in and out. And we will start by balancing our channels. We start balancing our left channel. We can keep our right hand towards the Mother Earth. And in the extract of Shri Mataji's talk that we will be listening a little bit later on, Shri Mataji is going to introduce another name for this left channel. So the left channel is also known as our Tamoguna. So everything that is related to our left side, if you remember, they are like our desires, our past, all our emotions. These are all things related to our left channel. So when we are too much identified with this energy of the left side, we can also say we are tamoguni. We are using that energy. As you know, in Sahaja Yoga, we are always looking for the balance. So we don't want to use too much. We don't want to get too much left-sided. So we can ask Mother Earth, please balance me. Please remove all the excessive left-sidedness in me, all excessive thinking of the past, all regret, all sorrows, sadness, guilt, all these feelings related to the left channel. Let them be absorbed by the Mother Earth. Can bring our hand back to our lap. And now let's balance our right channel. So we keep our left hand up with the fingers towards the sky, the palm facing backwards. And just like we had the left side, there's another terminology for the right side, which is called Rajaguni. So when we are too much using energy from our right side, we can also say we are Rajagunis. We are extending ourselves too much. So the right channel is related to the future. It's related to our mental activity, physical activity. So whenever we are planning too much or just doing too much, you know, just all over the place. And sometimes we just end up in these situations. Like, how do we get back to our center? How do we find ourselves again in that balance? So we can ask our Mother Kundalini, please remove all the imbalances from our right channel. Please remove everything that makes me overplan, over-organize, or just do too many things. Let all this excessive activity be released so I can once again find my balance. We can bring our hand back to the left. Now let's bring our attention to our central channel. And this is the balance. This is the path of the center. When we are not overdoing it or underdoing it, we're doing it just right. We're not in the future. We're not in the past. We are at the present, at the moment. And the other name for this central channel that you will also hear Shri Mataji talk about a little bit later this evening is Sattva Guna. It is the path to the enlightenment. So with our attention, we'll run it slowly upwards from the base of our spine, slowly crossing our first chakra, then the second chakra at the lower part of the abdomen, then the third chakra at the level of our navel. Then we bring to our chest, our fourth chakra. And here we will direct our attention to our heart, our physical heart. That is also where our spirit resides. The spirit is our essence. Even though it resides in our heart, that is pumping blood to all our body and making everything happen inside. The spirit is eternal. It doesn't end here. It has no limits. It is forever. It is endless. So once we get connected to that pure spirit, all the other things that we are in this lifetime, whether we are a spouse, whether we are a parent, a daughter, a son, whether we are a teacher, whatever our career is, or whatever work we do, whatever people call us, none of that matters. These are all temporary things that we are doing right now. But none of this really, really matters in the end. So let's express our desire to be one with that eternal spirit, endless. We can feel the weight of all these responsibilities that we accumulate just release. You can feel that leaving. We can slowly continue and bring attention to our throat chakra, the sixth energy center. And we can keep moving upwards to our forehead, our sixth energy chakra, energy center. And then at the top of the head, you can massage a few times. And bring attention upwards. We can slowly open our eyes and let's remove our feet from the footstool. We can wash our feet. We can give again abandon to the water like this, clockwise motion, circle, and we can set it aside. You should remember to take it and put it away. But now we are going to be ready to listen to the talk of Shri Mataji that I was mentioning earlier. The other term that she's going to use is atit, which means beyond. So when you say gunatit, it will mean that the gunas are these three channels. So gunatit means beyond these channels. It's like when we are in the samsara. She mentions kalatit. So kala is time. Kalatit is beyond the time. So let's try to listen to Shri Mataji with our attention up here on the Sahasrara.
I told you yesterday what was missing in the human awareness, and that the attention was not on the spirit. But when it is on the spirit, what happens to you? Firstly, you become, according to Sanskrit words, gunatit. You go beyond all the three gunas. That means you are no more a person who is tamoguni, means the one who has got all kinds of desires of self-indulgence. Your attention moves from there to the second style where you are rajoguni, the right-sidedness. You want to do something, want to show something, you want to become something, you want to compete with others. All this struggle just disappears. Atit means beyond. Then sattva guna. That is also where you are seeking, where you see that what's wrong in this kind of extreme behavior, and you just hate that kind of life, and you want to get out of it, and then you start seeking. That also is finished. All the gunas are finished. So you become gunatit. It just happens when your attention goes to your spirit. Because now the attention is not on anyone of your inherent, we can say, or conditioned qualities or of egoistical qualities. So you become a person who is beyond this. This is something very remarkable as far as for normal life, but for you it is not. It just happens. You just enjoy being yourself. You're no more concerned about your own conveniences, comforts, and petty things. But what happens is that you just go beyond all these three gunas which have been dominating you this way or that way. All sorts of, I can tell you, designs are there that has been made into the minds of human beings. And these designs all disappear. Just disappear. I don't know how they get all these designs, from where they get it. Maybe their country, maybe their family, maybe their genes, whatever you may say. All this disappears, even your genes change. That is what is Sahaja Yoga. Where you become the spirit, everything changes. And what happens to you? That you become a person who knows what is joy, who enjoys joy, who enjoys existence, who gives joy to others, makes others happy, all the time thinks how to make others. Just it happens. Though you are brought up the same way as others are, though you are being educated the same way maybe, but all that disappears and you become a wise, beautiful, joyous person. It's something that you have achieved of which you may not be aware. The way you are enjoying in this scout ground. No other group could have enjoyed as you have enjoyed. I can see what you are doing here and how you are enjoying. How you are enjoying the company of others is very remarkable. And that has come because your heart is full of joy of the spirit that shines within. But a person who is a Sahaja Yogi can live anywhere, can sleep anywhere. Only thing is that his spirit is there to make him happy. Nothing else. That is the one that gives you happiness. All these other ideas that human beings have which have created problems after problem. Now you see, because you belong to a different religion, you are bad. If you want to know about the Christians, you better go and ask the Jews. And if you want to know about the Jews, better go and ask the Muslims. And if you want to know about the Muslims, go and ask the Hindus. You'll be amazed how they talk about other people, as if all of them are bad and they are the best. So this whole attitude changes completely. You forget it. Who is what, whose religion is what, from what sort of family they come in, from what is the background they are coming in. They become just one with each other. What they enjoy is the company of all the Sahajogis. All the Sahajogis are there, that's all. So many Sahajogis will be there. And that is the Mecca, that is the Kumbh Mela, that you can call anything for. The collective joy that you enjoy has come to you because you have crossed that barrier which has stopped you from seeing the truth. The truth is, as I said yesterday, that you are the spirit. And once you become the spirit, you become Gunatit, Kalatit and Dharmatit. Once you cross these limits, then you become like a drop in the ocean. If the drop is outside the ocean, it's always frightened of the sun because it will dry it. It doesn't know what to do, which way to slip, which way to move. But once it is one with the ocean, it just moves and enjoy, because it's not alone. It's not alone. It's moving with the waves of that beautiful ocean of joy. And that is what you have achieved, of which you are aware, you know, but you don't know you have achieved it because you are the spirit. Now you should be on the watch about yourself sometimes, and you'll be amazed to see how you are changed, how you have become so simple and sensible and wise.
Let's keep our attention at the top of our head. Continue to enjoy the vibrations that come from Shri Mataji's talk. Is the breathing deep and slow? Is my attention settled in that silence above all my thoughts? Today is the 100th class of this March 2022 series, and we continue. So on Thursday will be the 101st episode of our journey together. And on Thursday, we will present a very special program in which we talk about the woman whose photograph we use all the time for our meditation. A woman that many of us have had the amazing, distinct pleasure and joyous experience of meeting in person, and who has taught us Sahaja Yoga and taught us how to become our true selves. So on Thursday, we're going to have some people who have met Shri Mataji in person, and they're going to give you some inkling of what an extraordinary, enjoyable time that was to be with her and to see how she knew us and how she helped us to grow.
We want to talk a little bit about the schedule today. So, as you know, we've been saying that this fifth session of 21 days would end on November 17th. That takes us to 105 days. But 108 is a very auspicious number. And so we thought, why not go all the way, do 3 more bonus Sundays, and that way we'll get to 108. So we are going to continue now. After Thursday, November 17th, then we will do 3 consecutive Sundays